Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papale, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Josh Henny, and our special guest today, my twin brother, Bobby Schwein. It's been a long time, B-Bob.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here to mix it up with you because when I listen to you, I'm home and I gotta. It's you call in. I can't call in.
I invited you in because I got to sit with Josh and people that know about sports. So I figured I'd get you in here and make you look like a dum-dum, make me look like a genius.
Yeah.
Billy's tired of me being objective.
Yeah,
That's what
he's
it is,
objective.
Bobby.
I know you're not.
Josh usually sides with me anyway. We'll see what happens today. And last night when I was talking to him on the phone, he's going, "Oh, well, Josh is going to side with me." I said, "Bill, man, you got a short memory, dude."
That's the sign you two really are.
Yo, Josh, how about this every time? Well, what do you side with him for, Josh? Well, you're going to hear more of the same. He's going to be crying, whining.
We got a great show lined up today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Josh, if we're streaming live on my YouTube channel, The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. You need to go there because Josh is wearing his referee's jersey that I got him a few years back because you're in, and he's got to be fair. You're going to be objective today, Josh.
I'm always objective, Billy.
All right, you're gonna be.
That's my modus operandi.
You're not gonna be biased. I think sometimes you just take Bobby's sides just because you like.
Yeah, here we go. Right? You believe this guy?
Bobby doesn't pay me anything.
That's
You
right. There you go.
Remember,
if anything, you should be taking your side.
Don't forget that. All right. What I really am excited about too is every Saturday we talk to the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sherapan from Vegas. I don't even think he knows that I'm a twin. Does he know that I'm a twin, Josh?
Honestly, I don't know what he knows. Doesn't know. Sherapan is one of those guys where he typically knows more than you think he does.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say he doesn't know.
No, I don't think he does, but I got to tell you, his reaction is going to be priceless.
I cannot. So I personally So every Friday I write an article for 97.3 ESPN.com. Josh edits it. He does a great job. Once it's posted, I usually send it to the people that I'm going to have on the show. That's that need to read it. I purposely did not send it to him this week because I didn't want to tip him off that you were going to be in here.
Right.
I also record a promo that Josh edits that and he gets that up and running. I didn't send that to him either. So he has no idea what to expect today. I can't wait.
The sports book.
His reaction will be priceless. Hour 2, we're going to talk with Brian Baldinger from the NFL Network. All right. He's the reason why I went. First of all, he's really good.
Yeah.
Number 2, Bob Baldy. And I told him this when I spoke to him on the phone during the week. He does Baldy's breakdowns on Twitter.
I've heard that before.
I know
absolutely.
But you know what it reminds me of? And I told him, he pumps me up. It's like we're in the film room at Lee's McCray.
Right.
He goes back and forth. He
breaks it down. He breaks
Baldy's breakdown.
That's right.
I said to him, Baldy, it's like I'm in the locker room. I'm in the film room with the coaching staff. So I can't wait.
Kind of makes you homesick, don't it, Bill?
Yeah. So we got a big show lined up today. I want to talk about the Phillies first, and then I also want to talk a little Flyers, Bob, because look, the World Series run, the Sixers and the Phillies and the Flyers weren't even on the radar. Like we weren't even. That was an afterthought. As a matter of fact, we didn't even talk about it at all.
I don't think anybody's even talking about those two teams still at this point.
Guess what? Guess what? Well, we will.
Well, the Flyers maybe a little bit, but
and the Sixers a little bit too. I'm very disappointed in them. I took my daughter to a Sixers game last
right,
week, and she does the Joel Embiid thing.
You got to play that again. I love that.
Josh will play that. But if you can pull that up, Josh. But anyway, the Sixers they're not playing well right now, and there's a lot of factors. Embiid's been sick. He's turning the ball over. James Harden now is hurt
with the foot.
But I think they will turn it around. Are they a championship team though, Bob?
No. And you know what my big concern is? I over the years we've been Embiid. He's been really at his prime, like the last 3 years, if you ask me.
Right.
I mean, we had the process for a long time. I've expected so much more out of this guy.
Yeah, I don't think
I am sick and tired of the turnovers. I'm sick and tired of seeing him dribbling up the court. What the heck is going? Put him down
Bob,
low.
the teams know how to play him. He turns the
Bill,
turnover machine.
I
7 or 8 turnovers.
Listen. This has been going on. I hate to say this.
What,
You
you're say
can't
crazy?
even see my Sixers jersey
Yeah,
on the thing. I don't know why.
Put it down. So you can see your-
Well, I mean, I got my Sixers jersey because I love watching the Sixers. I love playing basketball. Hockey was your sport.
That's right.
Basketball is my sport. And I hate to say this, okay, but it's a feeling that's coming over me here. And I've been thinking about this for the last couple weeks. I don't think Joel Embiid's a winner.
Well, that's subjective.
Okay, it's a gut feeling.
Yeah.
We're talking about how
Danny-
you draft people. Hey, Josh,
Well, look at Danny Ainge.
the window's closing here with these guys.
Well, it's definitely
With him
closing,
anyway.
But
It's
here's-
closing. It's getting the window's shortening up.
But
here a
here's the
little bit.
problem: if he didn't have Ben Simmons stuck next to him
Well,
like an
If
anchor around
shoulda,
his
woulda,
neck,
coulda, dude. If he's supposed to be the freaking leader, then I mean,
Right,
come
right,
on,
right,
you
right,
can't be
right.
turning him fall. I've never seen a big man fall over
so much.
fall on the court. They might as well make him the mop. Okay, he's on the floor so much, it's insane.
all right, let's reel this back in. For a
I know, I'm
moment.
getting-
Call
I'm
him the He is on. Josh, I hate to say this because I never agree with my brother on anything, but Josh, he is on the floor all the
I
time.
mean,
He is.
it's hard to watch.
But let's reel it back here because there was something you said a couple moments ago before you started getting
I know
extra
I know where
emotional.
you're going with it.
So the turnover thing to me is the most important part of this conversation because it's not specifically an Embiid issue. It's an organizational
if
issue.
you look, he's got every game he's got 2, 3, 4 turnovers.
well, half the league
Bob,
does.
he's averaging 7, I think.
You know what, Josh? I don't care what the rest of the league is doing. This is our guy.
But here's the thing. I said this before we even got on the air. Look at Danny Ainge. He goes to Utah, gets rid of 2 of their best players, and look at the Utah Jazz are one of the best teams in the league.
Right.
I don't know. There's something about me. I agree with what you're saying, but it's still a little bit
Embiid's
early.
averaging 4 turnovers a game.
All right, well,
Okay,
still a lot.
but you know what
Not
though?
7.
But you know what though?
Seems
As
like
long as it's been going over, it just seems amplified. I mean,
it does.
listen. I got to
And
tell
I
you,
will give you that. And
I
that's-
watch the Sixers, dude, and I'm sitting home. I usually watch the game, and I'll go back and forth to the Flyers, right? I'll click on it.
Sure.
Usually, I stay on the Sixers because you would do the opposite.
yeah, right, I do the opposite.
I'm blowing right past him now. I can't even. I mean, I see something that turns me right up. Boom, the clicker goes.
So
I find a football game or something. I'm so pissed off.
if we can get back to the turnover thing, okay.
By the
I
way,
think-
Josh is wearing his referee's jersey in here today.
The turnover issue to me is the biggest problem because you look around the league, you can delineate the teams that turn the ball over versus the teams that don't turn the ball over. And it's as clear as night and day of who the good teams, who the not good teams are. And the problem with the Sixers is it doesn't matter who has been the coach of this team for what feels like forever. This team is a turnover issue.
So
Well,
it's the players then.
But here's another.
It's not the coach, it's
Here's
the
another
players.
aspect that you're also forgetting. Ever since Harden went down, Maxey's gone in the tank. He hasn't been. He's been off. He
which is
hasn't-
which is
I mean,
mind-boggling
well,
to
maybe
me.
because he feels the pressure that he has to step
Oh,
up. Because
no, man. What do you mean?
but when Harden goes to the basket, he draws people in. He gives Maxey gets a wide open shot. He doesn't have that luxury now.
Yeah, where
He does it, but he's still a dynamic player.
Well, you see his last 2 games, he hasn't been too dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, he's had a bad shooting performance.
Yeah,
4
well-
for 18. They won against Phoenix. 5 for 17. They lost in Atlanta. But you know what he's not doing? He's not turning the ball over in those 2
Well,
games.
that's true.
So, well,
I like Maxey. I'm surprised because he had a couple good games where he was like 30 points, right, or whatever. I mean,
right. Well,
and their
before
defense
the
is-
2 games Billy mentioned, he had 31, 32, 28.
Right. And then he's I think 19, 14 and 19 or something, right?
Well, 15, 11 the last
Yeah,
2 games.
all right,
but
there
the
you
point
go.
is that he's in a little slump. The problem with the Sixers, to me, guys, and this is what bothers me more than anything. And I don't want to, I know that there are people who say, look, it's just a regular season game. But you're in Atlanta. The body language looks horrible.
it did. I watched the game.
Yeah.
I was in
You-
Charlotte.
no
I
defense.
don't want to hear about it's a random road game. You gotta at least give me you know who was given effort on Thursday night? Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah.
Why is Harrell the only guy
Who
giving
is that
effort?
guy? I don't even know who he is.
He's a former 6th man of the year. now.
I know, but you know what I mean? It's like I'm looking for
But Bob, one thing it's
a
early.
core group of players.
All right, but it's early,
We're-
Bob.
I
Bob,
know.
it's early.
All right, but you know
We're
what, Phil?
5 and 7.
I understand.
Well,
that.
but it's early, Billy. But here's why
It's early, but it's late.
No, it
And-
isn't. No, it
Well, look,
isn't.
I've heard multiple people bring this up to me this week, people on and off the record. And I thought it's a very great point people have brought up. And I'll bring it back to you guys. Okay. Phillies run's done. We had that ride, right? We enjoyed. They went to the World Series. They went 6 games. We got a void right now. Eagles haven't played on a Sunday in weeks.
I know, which I don't
Okay.
like.
I don't
I
like
don't
that
like
either.
that either.
You know, Thanksgiving's coming up. When we get to Thanksgiving, are we going to be invested in the Flyers and Sixers, or are we just going to forget about them until the new year?
well, you know,
I
I
know.
talked.
Guess
Guess
what?
what?
As a hockey fan, I generally, even if the
No,
Flyers
I've
are
talked to a lot of people that said they don't start paying attention.
I don't
to
start paying until
until
hockey until
after
like
after the
December
holidays.
1st. I never did, even when they were good.
Guess what though? People start paying attention
They're
around the
going.
holidays.
They're going.
Okay, around the holidays.
Yeah.
Okay, the Sixers better figure that. I don't see a core group of, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
but I
Core
still
group
think
of
it-
players
I-
like the Phillies. Right?
I think the one thing the Sixers can, the one team that Sixers can thank is the Phillies for the distraction of their early woes. I think they're going to straighten it out, Bob.
I
Let's
hope
give it
so,
some
but
time.
it seems
All
like
right.
last year. All
Listen,
right, go ahead.
we got a great show lined up today. Tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting live at the pool at Harris for the NFL Sunday Splash. We're going to be giving away 10 pair of VIP tickets, which gets you in and also gets you fed. And the food is outstanding there. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We're going to be broadcasting live at the pool at Harris. It's the place to be.
Does Josh bring his grape smuggling?
The Speedo? He hasn't.
Nah. I'm a shorts and t-shirt guy, boys.
609.
I'll leave the Speedo to the random old guy who shows up there sometimes.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Want to remind people we're broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Speaking of Toms River, there's our boy Tom McMenamin. Guy flies all over the world, and he calls us like he's in Italy.
I'm
He
on
calls us like-
I'm on a layer in California, right? And all of a sudden the phone rings. I'm like, who the heck is this? You know,
it's like
it's Tom. I said, where are you? I'm in Italy.
Yeah,
I said, what are you doing? Call me.
he just called us from St. Martin. It's like 12:30. Got my daughter in bed. We're going. I'm sleeping. The phone's going off. Dog. I forgot to turn the ringer off. He's calling me from St. Martin.
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, the Locker Room and Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season, on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Get down there, Bob. You were down there, but their sandwiches are packed. aren't they?
Fantastic. Love it. I
Fantastic.
love
Get down and
that
say
egg
hello to
sandwich. that he
Dave
puts
and
together.
Joe Newman, they're big sports fans. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, and Josh Henning right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Here's Maxey with a step-back three on Grimes. It's gone again. Maxey filling it up.
It's Sixers Hawks tonight. Coverage begins at 7:30. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey, 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, one dime down, and Black Friday pricing all month long.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo! And look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just one dime down at Springfield.
Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
You can tackle credit. Just ask for credit. Amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
Take the winning drive to Springfield, the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 down, 249 a month for 72 months, 3% APR, with tax credit, qualified buyers.
It's flu season, and it's a bad one. Atlanticare says protect yourself and others by making sure you and children 6 months and older get the flu vaccine. Wash hands often. Cover your coughs and sneezes. Stay home if you're sick. Wear a mask in your home if family members are sick.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Locker Room, Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Hennig. I want to remind people, right by, with Tara Cioli.
Yeah, I heard
she
that.
does
I was
these
listening.
Tara's Happy Boxes and purses
I was
for
listening.
charity.
I was
We're
looking
for some people to
We should
donate.
have one hanging in here, bro.
Well,
Where
I
is it?
got a couple in my car.
There you go. So what's the doing in your car?
Tara's Happy Boxes. Shut up. Tara's Happy Boxes at gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses. And it's for a worthy cause to make children happy at the holidays.
That's what it's
she
all
gets
about.
old cigar boxes, Bob, and they load it with all kind of trinket things. But Tara gave my daughter one, and
Is that right? She
she's
loves
not
it.
sick.
Yeah.
She opened it up. She was like big smile. So you can imagine the smile
Right,
that
right.
she puts on children's faces that are in need or that are having a.
Tara's a great person.
All right.
She is.
The human mop, that was pretty funny.
Well, I know. It's funny. We're breaking, talking it over with Josh and whatnot, and like I said, we're talking about a guy. What's his name? PJ.
PJ
I don't even.
Tucker.
You know what? I can't warm up to
Listen.
this team. I watch the Sixers, and I can't even warm up to this
So
team for
let
some
me
reason.
explain to
37 years old. Harden's 33. I mean,
all right.
His beard should be gray. I mean,
He puts it just for men.
maybe he'll play Santa Claus this year. And you know what I mean? But
All right. Well, Josh, people that don't know because Bobby hasn't been here in a while. Our show is predicated on fandom, right?
Yes.
We're just fans.
That's why we
we're
have Josh
emotional.
here. He's the stats
And that's why
guy.
Josh is wearing the referee's jersey.
I'm the
He's also
objective
viewing
person.
live.
But he's
the-
also the stats guy.
right.
He's the human
All right,
encyclopedia.
so real
here, this
quick,
freaking guy.
Sixers 5-7, Flyers very pleasant surprise 7-4-2. And here's a team, Bob, was left for dead. Nobody thought they were going to do anything.
Can I make an observation?
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
All right, Key, hurry
All
up.
right. Flyers, nobody expected. Thank God for the Phillies, because nobody had any hopes or for anything for the Flyers. And here all of a sudden, Tortorella's got these guys playing well. Carter Hart standing on his head. You got Provorov and D'Angelo playing pretty well. Sanheim and Justin Braun. Justin Braun are playing well defensively, and they don't have any big stars, but they're Kevin Hayes and they're playing connecting. They're playing as a team.
Right.
How long can it last?
Well, I made the observation the other day when I talked to you. I said, there's a handful of guys there that I know their names, but other than that,
you're not a hockey guy,
but
Bob.
still,
You're no Rick Mattis.
Listen, I watched your boy get spanked the other night, Berube, right? Right.
I bet him too.
Oh my God,
he's all.
Well,
I called Chief. I said, if you lose to the Flyers, you're never going to hear the end of it.
You're going to get fired.
I'm going to call you. I told him. I said, you know what? Josh, I didn't tell you this. I text Chief the other day. I said, Chief, let me lend you my expertise. I'm going to get the NHL hockey package, and I'm going to look at every game, and I'm going to critique you, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do. He sent back just two words that begin with
I know
F-O.
exactly what 2 words are. Listen, I gotta admit, like I've had the pleasure of being in here once before with Chief.
Isn't he a great guy?
I've
He's
talked to him
funny,
off the
man.
air. Chief's nothing but cool with me.
Yeah.
But listening to him, watching him rub Billy is some of the funniest stuff
I know. It's
I've
crazy.
ever seen. Because
Billy gives it right back to him, which is hysterical.
I don't
Some
take
of the
any
stuff
crap off it.
some of the stuff that he says to Berube, I'm like, you're lucky he doesn't punch you in the face.
Well, he told me he's gonna. I told him one time. I said he said something I can't remember what it was. I said, make sure you put your teeth in, and he said, I'm gonna knock yours out.
Hey guys, first of all, before we get too far along, because we didn't mention this earlier, so Billy's to be at the pool at Harris tomorrow for the NFL Splash. Folks have a chance to get VIP passes to it, but they have got to text in their name and email and join the conversation at 609-403-0973 on the text board. Just like this one texter chimed in, a couple texts coming in at 609-403-0973. By the way, I say to this texter, you didn't leave your name. If you want to go to the pool tomorrow,
you have to have your name.
You got to leave your name with us. So,
very important.
But the texter, this anonymous texter says, Embiid to me is similar to Patrick Ewing. He never won Patrick because of Jordan and the Houston Rockets. And Embiid will never win, according to this texter, because of the Golden State Warriors and Milwaukee Bucks.
Guess what?
I don't know.
Boston Celtics.
Guess
we
what?
can't beat them either.
I'll tell you what. I think the text board person's. I'm on the same page. I just don't. I'm at my wit's end.
Yeah, but I will say this, and I know. And by the way, let's welcome Nick in here. We got our new producers coming in. Nick's in here, and he agreed with me. Well, he was shaking his head. Yeah, but Bob, that was the beauty of the Phillies run. Nobody's expected it. Right now, you're down on the Sixers. But Bob, that made that run so much. You didn't expect the Phillies to go to the World Series, and the way they did it made it so much more enjoyable than. You know what I mean? Like it's when you expect something and you don't make it, then you're really let down. But if you don't expect it and then you do make it, it makes it that much.
Well, you know
more...
what though? With this
you
process,
agree with that, Bob?
But yes, I do. But here's the thing: with the process that's been going on so long, it seems like we're processing the other way. It doesn't seem like.
Well, they're gonna have to. They're gonna. You know what? They're gonna have to make.
Barring a miracle, Bill, I don't see it with this team. It's not happening. I'm telling you what. You watch. Just mark my words.
All
okay?
right, I'll mark your words.
Okay.
By the way, Josh, I will say something. Another thing about Bobby, and I know you're gonna agree with me. He was one of the first person to be on the Brett Brown. Get rid of Brett Brown.
Remember that, Josh?
You remember that? It was before anybody else ever said it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and it's not that I disagree with you about that. My position was always, I'm a big believer in the coach can only do so much. At some point, these are men being paid millions of dollars. You got to show up and do your job sometimes. And I think some of these athletes, they're not in it for the love of the game. They're in it for what they love, what the game does for their bank account. And so they show up and they don't always give you a good
but hold on, Josh. But Bob, no. You have to be inspired. Hell, they in corporations, they have like Anthony, whatever. He comes in, he gives a motivational speech. There's coaches there to inspire too. He wasn't inspirational. You got to be inspired.
Well, it's hard to be inspired by a guy.
Well, how do you know? You weren't in the locker room.
For Ben Simmons left and right, and they got rid of Jimmy Butler. They kept Ben Simmons.
That was a bad business. That was a bad business decision.
Gee whiz, man. Gee, how could you? Bill, we were ripping Ben Simmons right from the start. Well, how can a guy come in and not shoot a darn foul shot?
It's a basketball game. You got to shoot. You got to score.
I would rip him from the start. You know I did. You will never fix that shot. Remember, you had the coach on from Glassboro or whatever said, "Oh, you got to do basketball."
Ron Meyer.
If you can't shoot a foul shot with your elbow in, and He had no hope.
Well, the problem is he can shoot, but his brain is so twisted and messed up.
All right, 609.
I've watched Ben Simmons
Fundamentals.
shoot before games. And like pre-game workouts. He look at all the fundamentals. As soon as the game starts, his brain isn't there. That dude is broken. Done. Period. He's broken.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board if you want to win the VIP tickets to the pool. We're broadcasting live tomorrow from the pool at Harris. We're kicking off the NFL Sunday Splash, and I'm telling you what, it's awesome.
I'll be there.
You got to. Josh will be in his Speedo.
Not tomorrow, but I will be there.
Josh will be in his Speedo. Yeah. 609-403-0973. Name and your email address so we can give you the VIP tickets. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. At 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectation. Invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at MOTML.com. When we return, we'll talk with the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sherapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile
It's
app.
Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
Konecny trying to get to the net. Kirby shoots. He scores!
It's Flyers Senators later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN and listen live on the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again and again. Calling again and again.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004, using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or Red'sJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Don't let time pass you by. Door-busting Black Friday sales are going on now and all month at Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants your trade, even if you're stuck in a loan or lease. Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants to get you released, and you'll get more for your trade when you purchase any select new 2022 Mitsubishi SUV, plus every new Mitsubishi Outlander SUV. Put 0 down and pay only 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Worried that your credit will keep you from getting a new ride? Matt Platt Mitsubishi knows bad things happen to good people. We finance your future, not your past, even if your credit is less than perfect. So if you have a job clearing $350 per week, simply Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Unapproved with Tier 1 credit. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Go to mattplattmitsubishi.com for complete details. Plus tax, license, registration fees. Offers can't be combined. Expires 12/4/22. So come in today and get your deal your way. Located right in the heart of Glassboro for over 30 years.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. It's The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. We got Bobby Schwein in the locker room today, and Josh Henning is wearing his referee's outfit, but I'm really looking forward to this because I know you think the book knows that I have a twin brother, let alone has ever seen you. So let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sherapan.
What is this? There's two of you? What is going on? Josh, you didn't tell me. Josh, I had you on cash considerations. I thought you, what? Is this real? I'm in shock.
Dave, you never asked me about Billy's family. You just asked me about Billy.
Well,
I can't believe this.
It's like truth or to tell the truth.
He's got to adjust his specs.
I can't. I know it's early in Vegas.
What are the odds of that, Dave?
I can't. I'm in complete shock right now.
What are the odds of that?
Bobby and Billy.
Yes.
Oh my God. Josh.
I'm here. I'm right here.
He's going to have a heart attack.
Josh, I'm going to fly you to Vegas. Billy's been telling me he's going to fly me there. I'm going to just fly. How are you wearing only? You should be wearing a psychiatrist uniform or something. Forget about
Probably.
I bought that for a book.
That was priceless, Dave.
Way to spring for the Foot Locker jersey, Billy. Way to go. You went all out.
So, Dave,
I got my
Sixers on.
I got my Sixers on.
Yeah.
See, our mom used to dress us alike, but look, we even grew up. We dress ourselves. Look at that.
I'm excited. Listen, my dad was a twin. I have twin sisters. I totally understand the twin deal. I mean, but like, I am in complete shock.
We knew that this was going to be great.
Look, so listen, let me tell the listeners, like during the week, when like Thursday or Friday, I write my article and cut my promo, I usually forward it to you so you have an idea what we're going to do. It's also a reminder.
Right.
But I talked to you Thursday night. I said, I sent it to you by accident. I don't want you because I had a habit. I said, don't open it. I got a surprise for you. And then I didn't even send you the article this week because Bobby's in it. So I didn't want you to read it.
Oh,
that's
why you said don't listen. Now I can't wait to go back and listen. It killed me for 48 hours. You said don't listen to the promo. It's like a little kid. When you tell me don't listen,
I wanted
to listen. And I didn't listen. And now I got this beautiful surprise. I don't know what Fountain of Youth or what tanning place you guys go to, but you got the perfect tan.
Well, Dave, I am the better looking.
Well, you know,
twin,
hey, Dave, you know why Bobby gets tan? Because fat looks good tan.
Well, hey, listen, that's one of the best things you ever said on this show. That while we would do it every Saturday, okay? You say a lot of good things, you say a lot of bad things, but there's no question that fat looks better tan.
Yeah, that's it.
100% accurate. That's better than any winner we can give the people today. Man, oh man, I'm in shock. I'm seriously. I'm having that deja vu moment.
Anyway, nice to meet you, Dave. Nice to finally meet
you, Bobby. This is a great
Fantastic.
surprise. Boy, I don't know if I'm ready to come to Atlantic City. I don't know.
Well,
if I
you
can
know,
handle
listen,
both.
man, Billy and I started this show with Billy and
The
Josh
show,
back
the
in
show
the day.
was predicated. This show started years ago.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. It was predicated on our fandom. Just two guys around the water
And
cooler.
Billy and I argue. We call each other names. People
I
got
don't
then
think
we're like,
that.
but,
I don't think
but then after the show, it's like, hey, what are we doing tonight? Where are we going? Like, people, you could yell and call somebody names, and then they could take it personally, right? We've been doing it all our lives, you know.
Right.
I had to wake up next to the guy every day growing up, right? So you got to live
Which
with the guy.
one of you is older?
Billy is.
By how many minutes?
10.
God bless your mother. I'm really rested.
Mom's 101, Dave.
Wait,
She's doing well.
Oh yeah,
that's
Well,
fantastic.
We keep her alive, Dave.
Huh. Believe me, you put her through the ringer, the two of you, just me talking to you for 20 minutes a week. I believe it. My God, this is great. Oh, my goodness. So one of you is in the Sixers stuff. One of you is in the Eagles stuff. I wore my finest.
I love
Philly
that.
jacket
Love that
today.
shirt.
I
jacket.
love it.
This is
I
a
love
special
that, Dave.
edition.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I love
You
it.
can't even buy this thing.
Look at that.
It came to Vegas in a store in the summer by mistake. And I was walking by the store at the Mandalay Bay for absolutely no reason that I was there. I just happened to stop to meet someone in the book. And I said, I'm going to take a walk through it upstairs in the shops. It was June. It was 117 degrees outside.
Of course it
And
was.
I walked by this jacket and I said, why is this Phillies jacket here? And the guy said, we got it by mistake, but it's such a nice jacket. I kept it and I'm going to sell it. But I got it 50% off. I said, I'll take it. I didn't.
I love the
he had
patches on
one-
the sleeve.
It's the patches are unbelievable.
What do you call that? The sleeves. It's what kind of material is that? It's the
This is
old-
like a Letterman's jacket. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
leather.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
Look at
Winter
that. man.
jacket.
By the way, we're streaming live on my
Oh,
YouTube channel, so you
man.
can see the sports book consigliere Dave Sherapan. Every Saturday we stream live on my YouTube channel, Locker Room Billy Schwein. Check it all out. Dave, you're looking good, and I love.
Bobby, do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I do not. No, I this is just
Bobby, do you still read the paper?
Yeah,
Dave. This is what
right
I got
there.
right here.
Right there.
The Daily
he's
News.
frozen. He's frozen. There you go.
You know, we used to call my brother. Listen, he always walked around with a newspaper in his back pocket. We used to call him South Philly Billy.
South Philly Billy. I love it. That's fantastic. Well,
Now,
Bill-
Dave, here's the
well,
thing you need to know, though. Something very
What?
important. So Bobby is on like the emergency laptop in the studio
Yeah.
because Billy has his own laptop he brings with him every week. Bobby's using the
studio one.
Junkola over here.
And I'm also a video, like I technology escapes me, Dave. The phone, these phones are a mystery to me still. You know what I mean? Gee whiz.
And what the worst part about it is, he's a pilot, Dave. He flies it. He's the captain of a 767, and he doesn't even know how to work his
planes?
phone.
You got
fly-
a swine flying planes?
I fly for Amazon, Dave. I fly your packages.
He flew that shirt, that jacket to Vegas.
He probably did.
He probably did. I mean, this is unbelievable. I mean, I'm learning so much. I usually call and I got to give you guys these games and we got to talk about this.
We'll get there.
This is a pleasure. I can't believe it.
I got plenty of
Pilot
games to talk
Bobby.
about, Dave.
Josh,
You got Josh in a referee's jersey.
Josh
we
is
know it's going
earning
to get
every
contentious in here.
Single penny that Josh is making today. Josh ain't making enough. Man.
All right, Dave. Now, we have you on for your expertise. You can follow people follow you on Twitter at SportsBKConsig.
It's crazy.
You're on Cash Considerations, Bostonian versus the book.
Yes.
Bobby's on Major League MLB
Yeah, that's
Network.
unbelievable.
He's very good. He's entertaining,
That's awesome.
but we got him here in the locker room every Saturday because he's knowledgeable.
It's unbelievable.
So with that being said, book, I'm going to go to my newspaper.
Please do. Shuffle it open. Let's go. Come on. Put the readers on too, Billy. I don't want
Yeah,
any
get the
names
You
wrong.
see that?
Yeah, you look good.
You wear contacts. You wear contacts.
I don't.
So
Not yet.
You don't need glasses.
No, I'm 52. Knock on wood. I can still see real good.
All right.
I
Texas
put these on
TCU.
because these are stylish. I'll put
Well, I
these
like
on.
those. I like
Listen,
them on you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you
All right,
go.
Texas TCU How about that? Texas Christian, Texas, big game today.
TCU is 4th in the country according to the college football playoff, but they're an underdog in this game.
Yeah, this has the makings of a public underdog to me. Seen this so many times in the book where, everybody wants this team to win. Everybody looks at the records when they come in the book to bet it. And then you go, okay, you watch the game and it starts, and now the team that's favored runs away from the team that's not, even though the team that's not has the higher ranking. I like Texas today. I think that it's been a great season for TCU, but they've been a beneficiary of some very positive luck. They've covered some games when they shouldn't. They won an overtime game that I could argue that they maybe shouldn't have. They've earned their spot being undefeated at this point. I just think Texas is going to be too much. I like Texas.
But will they cover though? Because it's 7 right now over here in Jersey, Dave. That looks like it might be a push situation to me.
Josh, are you aware there's a guy sitting behind you right now? I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah, name's Nick.
Okay, Nick. All right. Hi, Nick. How are you? Yes, I think they'll cover, Josh. I do. I think they will cover.
There's a guy sitting behind.
The guy sitting behind Josh. He just popped in the screen.
Nick will be sitting in this seat next week.
He's getting trained. He's going to be my new producer.
Oh, Nick, you better really sit with Josh and learn everything because he got a lot of stuff.
He just get a good education today.
Today alone. Oh boy. Imagine this the first day of training and Bobby shows up to do the show.
Please ask about another game.
I want to ask you about another game that I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch this game. Alabama, Ole Miss. Alabama's got 2 losses. Let's keep them coming.
Love it.
Which you can hear the game today on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 3:30.
Nick, pay attention to when Josh does that stuff. That's very important because Billy doesn't even know the games are on. All right, so Alabama this line opened up big here, right? 12. It's coming down today, 11, 10 and a half in places.
Wow.
Okay. It's one of those things that you can't let go of the past, all right? And Bama just isn't the Bama of the past. I think Ole Miss is live not only to cover, wouldn't totally shock me to see them win the game, but I would grab all the points I can in the Grove with Ole Miss and think that they're going to just at least trade scores. I like the over in the game. I think they're just going to run up and down the field on each other.
Wow,
the game's going to fly over. There might be 100 points scored in it.
Wow.
Ole Miss will be hanging around at the end, if not.
All right.
Here's your factoid real quick. Nick Saban versus Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin has covered the spread 3 of the last 4 games, including, remember, there was a 24-point spread a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And Ole Miss only lost by 17.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea, there's a history here.
Sure.
Lane is the thorn in Saban's side.
He gets up for these games, and there's no doubt about it, and it'll continue.
All right, we're talking with a sports book consigliere, Dave Sharapan from Vegas. Follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Now, another game that I'm interested in is Washington, right?
Washington, Oregon.
Washington, Oregon.
You're playing Oregon, Billy. That's the home team's the bottom team. Keep up here. Would you keep up? The spread is gigantic.
Remember, they used to call me South Philly Billy. Little
Billy.
anecdote, short story for you, Dave. I was working over at U.S. Airways, a lot of people over there, and my friends that I knew, they had a book, and I used to do it. But we had to go collect money off these people. I didn't have the mental acuity to do that.
Oh, that was hysterical, man. We used to call them the joke book.
The comic book. I didn't scare anybody, Dave. My nose was like this.
Billy, you gotta get muscle. You're definitely the face. You're the
that's
pretty
definitely
face. Me. And amazingly, in the operation, you're the brains too. You got to get the muscle. And Bobby, you're too pretty to be the muscle. No matter what anybody says, South Philly Billy and his little brother Bobby should not have been running a book. There's no chance.
It was hysterical, man.
Fly all over the country and pick up and drop off. But you got to bring a muscle guy with you. This guy, Nick, behind Josh, he looks like he could be the muscle. I think Oregon's going to crush Washington today.
Wow.
I think Oregon is playing for style points. It's chalky. It's a favorite, but it's the Pac-12. Billy, it's at 7 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to bet that you're not even going to be awake for the second half. I'm just telling you right now. If I could bet that right now,
I'll
Billy,
call you.
Please
Yeah, I'll
do.
call you.
Because
I watched that game, Dave. I'm going to watch
What
it.
I want to know is how does Bo Nix play so horrible when he's at Auburn? He goes out there and he's playing well.
Well, remember, he played bad on the road. Bo Nix was opposite road and home. He was a master at home at Auburn, and he was a garbage on the road.
Oh my God! I saw a couple games.
Right?
I'm like, this guy, I feel so bad for him. He goes out to work and he's lighting it up.
I mean, Sheriff
Rob,
Penn,
he's
you
got
know,
a coach. He's got a coach now.
He does have a
Sometimes
coach.
Coaching really does matter. He's the perfect evidence of it. Plus, he's like 25 years old. By the time you figure it out,
we were talking about that earlier.
We were talking. Look at
That's why I had the book on the show.
Betson, Stenson, whatever.
Stetson Bennett.
These guys, the guy from Penn State. These guys they're pro athletes. They're
Clifford.
25 years
Clifford
old.
is the guy at
Clifford,
Penn State.
Whatever. It just drives me nuts. These guys are so old playing in college football. It shouldn't be.
That's what happens.
Bobby's just mad that he wasn't allowed to be old in college.
true.
That's what it really is about. Bobby
I
wishes
can
he was
only
still
imagine
25
the two
in
of you
college.
in college. I mean, it had to be unbelievable. It was probably
Well,
like Animal
you know what,
House,
Bobby played-
7th year senior, 8th
Bob-
year senior.
Bobby played defense. I
Yes.
played offense. He was on a completely different field. I didn't even see him.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was quarter. I was defensive back, but we did
I
play
was
in the goal.
I played
the green
quarterback.
goal game. I
didn't know
faced
that,
him for the first time. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I threw a
kicked
touchdown
it- I
pass
kicked his
right over
butt.
your head.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
I picked
did.
you
I
off.
won the spring game.
Billy
you realize-
dropping dimes over brother Bobby. How about that?
How about nickels?
Big brother always gets little brother. Don't forget that. Little brother always looks better, but the big brother got to go through all that snow to plow through everything so little brother can come through in the summertime. And the
Hey, Dave.
daisies are all bloomed. Come on.
Hey, Dave, I got a game, and Josh said don't bring it up. You're going to laugh at me, but I love watching a game for the pageantry. Give me Notre Dame Navy. What do you got?
Oh, my God.
He's taking
I
a
love
page out,
Harvard.
he's taking a page out of Carlin's book.
Right,
Listen,
right out of Carlin's book. He gives me a game. Ain't nobody watching. Ain't nobody looking at
No,
it.
you got to be kidding me, man. I was on a layover in Florida a number of years ago when Navy beat Notre Dame. It was great. We were at the bar drinking, had a great time. People were into the game. It's a pageantry game. People love it.
It is.
You know, you got to put money
pageantry, and
down
look,
on that.
This might be a letdown spot for Notre Dame, right? They're coming off a big win.
Plus
listen,
17.
It's a big number.
I'm going to tease it.
I think you could take Navy and kind of maybe be comfortable, but the other way this could go is that bounce, that win against Clemson maybe gets Notre Dame going. They're playing for style points. They're playing for next year's jobs, and they run them out of the building. How many points is Navy going to score? I mean, the total in the game's 40.5.
Right.
You're
So you
supposed
go
to
with the
take
under?
dog in a game that's 40.5.
It's 11.5 at the books here in Jersey is the team total.
Real quick, book. We got about a minute left, and
Yes, sir.
we have to talk about this. The Eagles Monday night against they're like double-digit favorites.
Are you
Is
nervous?
This team, well, I mean, everybody's
Billy's
saying
always
that,
nervous.
But listen, Dave, in this town, in this whole area, all the meetings talking about is like, what are you going to do? The last two games where they're undefeated, I think they're looking ahead. They can get trapped.
Dave, this
Washington's
is-
got 4 first-round draft choices on their defense.
The media is looking ahead, not the players. What are you talking
They can
about?
start reading their press, Bob.
Nah, they don't pay
Yeah, they
attention to
do.
that.
What do you think, Book?
Billy, they don't get the paper. Okay, first of all, they're
Exactly.
not reading.
They don't
Players
get the
aren't
paper.
reading anything unless it's on the gram or on the TikTok. They're not worried about any of that stuff.
Second of all, let's not forget really quick, Dave. Let me jump in.
Quick, you got
This
30
is an
seconds. Come on, hurry up.
This is an example of me editing Billy's article because Billy is saying all of the media is saying this.
They
There's
are.
like one show that's saying it. I heard nobody national or regional media
I'm
say
telling
it.
you, I've been hearing a lot of people
Well, you're listening to stuff I ain't listening
worried
to.
about how
Well,
they're
you
going to
think
handle the
all
last
that
2
time.
games of the season.
You're going to have a commercial coming up here soon. I only got 15 seconds.
That's true.
I picked against the Eagles every single week when I come on the show to continue them to win. Okay. The dog could cover. Washington is not coming into Philadelphia on a Monday night and winning the game.
No.
The Eagles are going to win this football game. Done deal. And if Billy Schweim is in the house, let alone if he brings Bobby, forget about it. It's over. Just bet it. Eagles and over. There you go. God bless
Eagles
you.
and
both.
over.
Josh,
Dave, I
can't believe it. You
I
got
hope-
a brother Schweim with Billy. You made my day. I'm
I
gonna
make
go.
your day.
I'm gonna
I
go
hope
run a
you're
marathon
surprised
right
today.
now.
Dave, thank you, brother. We'll
Oh,
talk
man.
next week. You know that.
We'll talk before next week. You just sprung on me that you got a twin.
Dave, I love this segment each and every week. I look forward to hearing you, man. I love it.
All right, Dave.
Thanks, Bobby.
buddy.
See you, Josh.
There's
Nick,
a Dave.
pay
There's
attention.
there's a sports book consigliere, Dave Sherapan, on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. The first hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, developers, real estate agents. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on ESPN Radio. The 9th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide head to Oxford, Mississippi to face the 11th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels.
We're going to play a good team this week, and I'm sure they're going to want to put up on their mantle. We beat Alabama too.
Number 9, Alabama, and number 11, Ole Miss. Coverage begins today at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Flyers hockey.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Academy Award nominee and Hollywood legend Chaz Palminteri brings his acclaimed one-man show, A Bronx Tale, to Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City on Saturday, April 1st. In A Bronx Tale, the hit Broadway play that inspired the film, witness Chaz Palminteri bring 18 characters to life, welcoming the audience to the stoop of the Bronx in the 1960s. Don't miss A Bronx Tale at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City on Saturday, April 1st. Tickets are on sale now at theoceanac.com.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, $1 down, and Black Friday pricing all month long.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo! And look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just $1 down at Springfield.
Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
You can tackle credit. Just ask for credit. Amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
Take the winning drive to Springfield, the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 down, 249 a month for 72 months at 3% APR. Stock by title, qualified buyers.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Tom, we're at the broadcast at the Tom's River Auto Group studio. Bob, Sherapan just called me during the break. God. He is laughing his head off. And he just keeps saying, I can't
made his day, huh?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Hour one of the books. Hour two, we're going to be talking with Brian Baldinger from the NFL Network. And, of course, Baldy, He played in the
Well,
NFL.
you can get to ask Baldy your
Well, I'm
theory.
here-
Your
I hear you guys
theory.
talking over while I'm
because
talking.
Josh and Nick and I were talking about, Bill, the players, they might pay a little. They don't
They
pay attention that they prepare weekend. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They
They
prepare.
don't read the paper. Stop.
They
Well, they
prepare.
might not read the paper, but they're all on social media and they hear what
But
they hear the
social
radio
media-
judge. If you guys think for 1 minute that when they're winning this, they're 8-0 and they feel it, Bob. Everybody, the whole nation, everybody's talking about the Eagles being
Feel what?
undefeated.
Feel the hand of God on them? Like, what are we talking about?
Here's the thing, Bill. Just like all your pro athletes, you don't get too high, you don't get too low. They don't pay attention to that nonsense. They prepare week in and week out to get ready for their next assignment. They're pros. That's what pros do.
You know who gets too high and too low? Ben Simmons.
There you
End
go.
of story.
There you
So
go.
he's the only one.
Well, he's
huh?
a head case.
Well, no,
So
but
he's
it's
the only
like,
one. Okay.
What happens is if you get too high or too low, you become a head case.
That's right. Well, and there he is.
Well,
right?
good. We're going to get Baldy's perspective.
I guarantee
We're going to
he's not
get
gonna-
Baldy to break it down.
He's going to side.
Baldy's breakdown.
He's going to side with Josh and me.
Hour one's in the books. Hour two ahead. Brian Baldinger, Bobby Schweim, Josh Henning. We got it all going on. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. 97.3 ESPN. The 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Don't forget to text in for your chance.
609-403-0973.
Yeah, your
is the
chance
text
of
board.
VIP passes for the pool at Harris tomorrow.
What's the value on that, Josh?
A lot. All right, we'll be
A lot.
back on the other side.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2022 season Monday night against their NFC East rivals, the Commanders.
Quick pitch to Sanders, and he is in for the touchdown, and the Eagles regain the lead.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:15. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Dine in for these amazing fall specials. Wednesday is crab night. 2 pounds of snow crab legs, $49.99. Or mix it up with 2 pounds of snow crab legs and 4 hard shells for $79.99. Thursdays are for the birds. Whatever the Eagles score on Sunday, you get to save on wings at Chicky and Pete's on Thursday. Plus, limited time fall specials, including bomb pork belly tacos and the garlic truffle burger. Wash it down with our pear elderflower mule or apple cider old fashioned. Chickies and Pete's. Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. And we know Saturdays in the fall are special. Why? College football. And we have you covered with food and drink specials and the best in-game experience to watch your team or the college football game of the week. Come watch Penn State, Temple, Villanova, Notre Dame, Texas, Michigan, Georgia, and more. College football Saturdays are special at Chickies and Pete's.
What if you could buy stock in pro athletes, like buying stock in companies, and make money doing it? That's Mojo. Founded by team owners and pro athletes like Alex Rodriguez, Mojo is the sports stock market where you can invest in any player on any team. Listen, if you like fantasy sports, you'll love Mojo. Say you bought Tom Brady stock when he was a rookie. You'd be up like over 4,000%. Kind of makes your stock portfolio look sick, right? Got an eye for rookies like Garrett Wilson or comeback candidates like Saquon Barkley. But their stock now, buy their stock now while it's low. Sell high later and cash out. Cash in on your passion and download the Mojo app now. Visit the App Store and get your first player stock free. That's worth up to $10,000. And yes, it's free. Must be 21 or older in New Jersey to trade at Mojo. Have a gambling problem? Get help at 1-800-GAMBLER.
With approved GMF financing, excludes Corvette. See dealer for details.
When we say nobody beats Bennett, we mean it. Because while most dealers are charging thousands over sticker, Bennett is selling most new models at GM supplier employee pricing. Yes, during Black Friday, you pay what our supplier employees pay, not a penny more. While other dealers are still charging way over sticker, Bennett is still saving you thousands with GM supplier employee pricing during our Black Friday event. You'll save even more with rates as low as 2.99%. Yes, 2.99%. Looking for pre-owned? Bennett's got them. And we're paying an unbelievable $7,000 for the worst clunkers on the planet towards any pre-owned in stock. No joke. That's a guaranteed $7,000 for total junk. Just imagine how much we'll pay for a good trade. Bennett Chevrolet, where our sales team is paid not on how much you spend, but how satisfied you are. Imagine that. It's true. And that's why we say there's no beating Bennett. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Town Township and BennettChevy.com.
A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey. This is 97.3 ESPN, home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
He is hit. He stumbles. He's down.
WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City.
Set. 83.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Coach.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Hennig, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. And we had a spirited first hour. It's only going to get better because of our next guest. And Bob, you know, I know you're not on Twitter.
Right,
I am.
right.
And you can follow Brian Baldy's breakdowns on Twitter. But it's like we're back in the film room with the coach. Remember Lee Collingswood, then we played football at Lees McRae. Guess where Baldy played?
Where?
He played at Westchester, I think, in
Really?
New York. Remember we went up there to play those guys?
Kusak played there.
No, not Westchester. I mean, no, up in New York. He'll tell us. I just forgot to draw the blank. We're going to get
Brain
it from.
cramp, huh?
We played against him.
Please.
Up in New York. All right. Without any further ado, so that's why I got him on. But he's the best.
All right.
I get tingles. He puts me back into the film room. Without any further ado, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room from the NFL Network. He's an analyst, does a great job. Follow him on Twitter at Baldy's Breakdowns. Brian Baldinger. Good morning, Baldy.
Billy, what's going on, buddy?
Look, Baldy, I tell you.
Community College, Bill.
Yeah, that's it.
What was it?
Community.
Nassau?
Community
That's
College.
it.
Oh, we did play you guys.
Yeah, that's right,
And
Baldy.
we went down to Lees McRae and we beat their butt.
Come on.
Yeah, it was a whipping.
You went
It was
down to
whipping,
Lees
Bill.
McRae?
Hell yeah, we did.
Oh,
We
that's
got on a yellow
unbelievable.
school bus and went down there.
What year was that, Ball? What years were you there?
I was there in I played in Nassau in 1978.
So we were
just
we were
before
there,
us. We were 80.
We were there 80,
81.
81.
Okay.
Well, we had 3 or 4 guys go pro.
We went up, yeah. Oh, we had
So we had a couple guys in the league right now. Rasul Douglas is in the league right now. There's a tackle from the Cincinnati Bengals in the league right now.
And of course,
we had
you
like 3 or 4 guys from our team.
and you.
But you know, I think the year I got hurt, I tore my knee, my ligament,
You missed
and
that
I missed because we went up there to play.
Yeah, we went up there.
I missed that
Oh,
trip,
yeah.
but yeah, I tore my ligaments.
I think we had like a home and away thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fantastic! Holy
Hey,
smokes!
Baldy. So because of the Phillies run, I haven't really had too many football people on because I've had Tommy Green on throughout the whole playoffs. You're my first guest, and I wanted to go to you because I mean, I swear to God, I love your breakdowns, man. You put me right back in college, man, in the coaching room, and I really enjoy it. You give a unique perspective that regular people that have never been in football, they don't get that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, Bill, I get that. I get that feedback. Some people say, well, why don't you, get like better technology and all that? I'm like,
what?
That's not gonna give the feeling that I want people to have. Like they're sitting down there and we're watching this offensive line play, or watching this corner wide receiver battle, or we're watching this middle linebacker make every tackle. Like I want people to see the design of the play, why it worked, why it didn't work, who's playing hard, who's got great technique, all the stuff that you would do to try to get yourself, every advantage when you're playing football. I want people to kind of get that feel of it.
People also don't realize, Baldy, too, like the coaches don't run a play over 100 times. Like, right? I mean,
well, you're isolating a player. See, when a person's watching the game, they're looking at the whole TV screen. They're not focusing on an individual.
No, Bill, listen, you're spot on. Like I tell people, like the game moves way too fast. I don't care if you're Troy Aikman or who's
Exactly.
announcing the game. You got. I mean, I do it. I'm doing the Giants Houston game tomorrow. Like I got 12 seconds to talk.
Right.
Like I can't tell you like what
No,
really is going on. You got to slow the game down and do what your coach did. You know, run it back 4 or 5, 20 times to see what really happened and why it happened. So that's the only way. And, players love it because they know I'm watching it and studying it. The fans like it. The coaches like it because somebody's giving a real perspective of why certain things happen.
We're talking with Brian Baldier, analyst from the NFL Network. Hey, Baldy, real quick, before we get into the nuts and bolts, if you will, how about Jeff Saturday? Goes right from the TV. He's an analyst on ESPN, right? He does
Head
a couple
coach.
shows, and now all of a sudden he's a head coach at the Colts.
Hey, Bill. So when that story broke on Wednesday, I mean, I played for the Colts, and I know Jimmy Irsay, and he's the owner and all that kind of stuff. But when I heard Jeff took the job, it's flattering to be offered the job, but to take the job, I thought it was crazy. Like, nothing against Jeff, and maybe I don't know, maybe it'll work out, but I thought he doesn't have any chance to succeed. Like, he doesn't know anybody in that building.
They had to have been talking about this for a while, though. They just didn't just pop up and.
Yeah, I mean, they were. Look, Bill, they lost 3 in a row. They were 3-2-1.
Yeah.
I mean, they
crazy.
They were right in the race in the division, and then the running back got hurt. Jonathan Taylor got hurt. The offensive line kind of fell apart, and here they are. But Frank Reich has got a winning record as a head coach.
Man,
Frank Reich's got a winning record, man. He's 35-28 as a head coach.
That's crazy. I don't think Jeff Saturday's. You're going from the studio booth to the coaching room. I don't know. Well, at least there's maybe a coaching job in the future for you, Baldy.
Yeah, I'm on a balcony in downtown Miami right now. Like I don't know if I want to do that or not.
The travel dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be catching a flight to New York here in a couple hours.
All right, Baldy. Another thing I want to ask you about, because we're having a debate here in the locker room. Me and my twin brother Bobby Schweim. He was a defensive back. I played quarterback at Lees McRae. But Baldy, do you think I'm kind of getting a little upset with the local media and some of the national media putting the cart before the horse? They're all talking about how the Eagles going to handle. What are they going to do with their starters the last 2 seasons when they're undefeated?
Last 2 games.
Well, yeah, the last 2 games when they're undefeated. Every game in the NFL. You know what the game I'm worried about? The next one.
Yeah, the next game. Yeah. Well, I mean, just look at the last one, Bill. They play the Houston Texans down there. I mean, it's a game in the fourth quarter. Damian Pierce is shredding. They all of a sudden they miss Jordan Davis. Like nobody can stop the run in there. And you go, look, that's, wait till they see Tennessee and Derrick Henry. I mean, every game presents a matchup issue. The Giants could present an issue. I mean, you look at the schedule, the Chicago Bears can run the ball.
Yes, they can.
The Dallas Cowboys are better with Dak Prescott than they are, with Cooper Rush. So, they're going to get, but, being like, I was just talking to some of the players the other day, their day off was on Tuesday, Bill. And, we were kind of hanging out, and I was like, did anybody think you guys could be 8-0? And they, most of the players thought, hey, we thought we could have a winning record at the halfway point, 6-2, 5-3. But I don't think it's a good thing to be undefeated. I think that you always learn more from your losses.
Right.
And so, you don't want to get to the postseason and see the 49ers red hot and see, that team or see, see some of these other teams that can come out of nowhere.
Yeah, you start smelling yourself, I guess, right? You start.
Well, you want to have that win where you were down 14 in the fourth quarter and came back and won.
Right.
You want to have that in your back pocket saying we did it, because you might have to be like that in the postseason.
Yeah, but Baldy, I mean, this team, it's so much fun. They're undefeated. I want them to go undefeated if they can.
I would like to see it.
Bob, you want to see it.
Here's another thing too, Baldy. You talk about you want that loss, but if these guys are going into these games and they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat, right? And maybe they are that good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, I'm not advocating to go out and lose a game just to lose a game.
No, I know that.
No, but I mean, look, it sounds like you listen to A.J. Brown this week. I mean, they're really focused. They're not getting the thing is they got a really good locker room. They got a good mix of really good veteran players and some young players. So there's good energy in there with the youth and guys that are playing. But at the same time, Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham and Lane Johnson, I mean, those guys know what it takes to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
So they got a good blend, and the coach is really good.
They do. And I think Hurts has. I think he is such an enormous leader. I think that just.
And here's the thing, Baldy, too. They've only turned the ball over 3 times.
I know.
Come on, man.
Well,
That's where it all comes down to.
Well, it does. And, their turnover ratio is plus 14. Like, there's nobody close to them.
I know, it's crazy.
Nobody. You're right. If you don't turn the ball over and you're taking it away the way that they are, and they lead the league in interceptions.
Yeah.
You're taking it away. I mean, you're getting over 1 extra possession a game right now. And a team that can run the ball, they got a legit number 1 wide receiver. I mean, A.J. Brown, he's T.O. Yeah. He's T.O. without the drama.
Swole Batman. That's what they call the guy, right? Swole Batman.
Yeah.
Hey, another thing, Baldy, that I want you to talk about, and I don't think it's getting its just due. Nick Sirianni, man, he's one of only 4 coaches since the 1970 merger to start 8-0 in either his first or second year. Does he get enough credit, Baldy?
I hope so. I mean, I know Brian. There's a lot of good coaching jobs here. Brian Dable's doing a great job, in New York, and I go around the league and point guys out. I mean, what Pete Carroll's doing in Seattle. But, this Nick Sirianni, they got kind of lucky because nobody was talking to him. And, they were trying to go after, Arthur Smith, and they were going after Brandon Staley. And probably, thank God, those guys turned him down and took these other jobs. He was playing golf down here in, Florida. And Jeff Lurie and Howie Roseman, Andy Weidel, they're all up there in Palm Beach kind of like conducting these interviews. And Andy Weidel's like, look, I got this guy, Nick Sirianni, man. His brother coaches at Washington Jefferson, his dad's head coach. Like, you got to,
he's got the pedigree, yeah.
Yeah, but what Nick said, he goes, I'll come talk to you, but I got to tell you, I don't have a suit. I got shorts and playing golf. And so, he came over like in a pair of shorts, and flip-flops, and he did the interview. And
no way.
They're impressed,
Yeah, they're impressed.
We're talking with Brian Baldier, NFL Network. Follow him on Twitter at Baldy's Breakdowns. Baldy, Bobby and I, my brother Bobby and I, we're talking about this team going undefeated. Are the players aware? Obviously, they know they're undefeated, but I mean, do you think it affects them? Do you think they're like smelling themselves, reading their press? Can they go undefeated? Can this team go undefeated?
They can. I mean, they keep playing the way they are. I mean, they're playing error-free football. The quarterback is razor hot. He's not making any mistakes. They're getting great play. I think they're the best secondary in football.
Yeah.
They just keep, every single guy that they brought in, be it free agency or trades, Bill, they've struck gold. Every guy. We got to see what
Howie
Robert Quinn's going to do.
An outstanding job.
He's the executive of the year by far.
Yeah.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson leads the league in interceptions. I mean, they didn't make a mistake. Bradbury. I mean, you just go through the list. Kazir White leads them in tackles. Like, it's unreal what they're doing. So, can they do it? Yes, they can. Because not only do they have a good roster and they're well coached, but Bill, every situation, like some teams lose a game because they can't gain a yard, they can't punch it in from the 1 yard line. This team is like almost automatic with short yardage plays. Like they gotta play for like every situation. Like they're really good at situational football. They're really well coached. You don't see them looking disorganized or running guys off the field or 12 men on the field. You don't see any of that.
And, Bennett's not in there. Bennett's not. Remember all the bad penalties they took last year? They've eliminated that.
Yeah. No, they tell you. So their games are so clean.
So, Baldy, let me ask you this question. One of my last questions. I know you got a plane to catch. Baldy, do you think you're a former player? The Phillies, you saw what the Phillies did, the crowd, the way the fans, this whole area was just electric during that run. And the players had to see what it could be like for them. Does that help them keep things into perspective?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bill, like back in 1993, the Phillies made a World Series run. Of course, they lost to Toronto. But we back then at the Vet, we shared a locker room, with the Phillies. I mean, the shower, Phillies. So we were around that team a lot. And, we fed off the energy of them. We started off 4-0, and, Randall Cunningham got hurt that year and it kind of fell apart. But we felt the energy of it. I know Lane Johnson and Jason Kelce, like all those guys, they were going to the games. They're friends with a lot of those guys. They kind of cross paths at, charity golf tournaments, whatnot. Like, so they saw the fans and, you know, the towels and the energy and everything. They totally feel it.
Yeah.
You'll feel it in that stadium this weekend in some of these games. We always do. That's one of the reasons why when I got done playing, Bill, I stayed in Philly.
Yeah, I know you did.
Like, I stayed there because there was opportunity. I love the fans, man. I love them. I love being around them. I love listening to them talk about their teams. I walked into Materano's in Fort Lauderdale the other day, Bill. It was all people from Philadelphia. Like Stevie Materano. They're all Philly people in there. The whole restaurant was Philly people.
That's great.
I walked in there to go get a pickup order, and like they wouldn't let me leave.
They want to know your thoughts
Hey,
on the
Baldy,
Eagles.
did you guys? I mean, you guys just had a hurricane come running through there. You saw the damage in Palm Beach or Delray Beach or whatever. How'd you make out?
We were good, fortunately, but down the road, like Lauderdale by the sea,
yeah,
they got a big pier right there, big fishing pier. That thing got 25-foot waves, crushed it, and then going all the way north to Daytona, Orlando, it was really bad. It was only the third hurricane they've ever hit Florida in the last 150 years in November.
Yeah, I saw that.
Very, very unusual.
It was only a Cat 1
It's a
in the
Cat
beginning,
1,
but it still did a lot of damage.
It did a lot of damage. It stayed right on the shore, but it missed Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Where are you going to be tomorrow, Baldy?
I'll be at the Giants game. Giants and Houston.
And the Giants is a team that, like, you know, Danny Dimes, and they're playing well. But I just think
that's a game I can't wait for. Really. The Washington Commanders. It's hard.
I'm worried about the Giants.
I hope the players don't look past it, but I'm already looking past it. I want to see the Giants. I want to see the Eagles play somebody good. You know, I want the test. You know what I mean?
Well, you're gonna see Tennessee. You're gonna see you're gonna see Dallas. I mean, there's gonna be a couple games that it's gonna be a good matchup. So you're gonna see some. I'm doing the Tennessee Philadelphia game December 3rd.
Oh, great,
I can't wait to do that game. Yeah, it's going to be good.
All right, Travel Dog, we really appreciate it. Love having you on. You bring the energy, but what I love about you, man, is the Baldy's breakdown.
I appreciate that, Bill. Let people know about it.
You got it. All right, Brian, listen, man, good luck, and we'll talk to you again.
You got it, buddy.
There he is, Brian Baldinger on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. He
tells it like it is.
He's intense.
I love it.
I love Hey, with the Nassau.
How about that?
And that's
huh?
how we played him.
Holy smokes! You know what, Bill?
He
That was a
told me that a
great. That was a
couple
great
months ago.
program down there.
Yeah.
Like, we had Bobby Ball. You had Otis Lindsay, Anthony Bailey played for the 1980 championship. Clemson,
81.
Yeah.
I mean, second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. They've got a lot of new renovations there. They got a new outdoor patio overlooking the first tee. They got a great new sound system. Of course, the pro shop, they got they redid the pro shop. They got new apparel lines, including Fairway and Green, Stitch, Johnny O, Doc Murphy. You got to get into Great Bay Country Club. They're accepting social memberships. They're available now at $25 a month. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Somers Point, New Jersey. You see why it's always a great day at Great Bay. We get down and say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for me. Hey, the locker room at Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal. During the Eagles season on game day, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. I want to remind people about Tara's Happy Boxes. They're doing a great job for charity, looking for donations. Please contact Tara at Tara's Happy Boxes at gmail.com or find them on Facebook, Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses. When we return, we're going to continue with more here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on ESPN Radio. The 9th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide head to Oxford, Mississippi to face the 11th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels.
We're going to play a good team this week, and I'm sure they're going to want to put up on their mantle. We beat Alabama too.
Number 9, Alabama. At number 11, Ole Miss. Coverage begins today at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Flyers hockey.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Springfield.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, and Atlantic City. You can feel the excitement in the air because it's a crime to pay more than a dime.
Every vehicle, one dime down, and Black Friday pricing all month long.
Springfield, Mitsubishi, Atlantic City is coming up big with its largest selection.
Woo! And look at that protection. Every new Mitsubishi has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
All just one dime down at Springfield.
Even the fan favorite, an entire fleet of new Outlanders with third-row seating.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
You can tackle credit. Just ask for credit amnesty.
Yes, if you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
Take the winning drive to Springfield, the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville, they service all makes and models.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
New 22 Mirage, 16.4 down, 249 a month for 72 months, 3% APR, plus tax title, qualified buyers.
More residents are getting quality, affordable health coverage through Get Covered New Jersey. 9 in 10 enrolling get financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. Open enrollment is here. If you need health insurance, now is the time to enroll. Find your plan at getcovered.nj.gov.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Henning in his referee's jersey. Baldy, man, he's the best, isn't he?
Yeah, like Brian Baldinger, he brings the locker room to you, Billy.
Yeah,
in
he
the games,
does.
filming, back and forth. You get to isolate on the individual player, and you learn a lot.
All right, 609-403-0973. If you want to text in to get those VIP tickets at the pool.
Yeah, leave your name, please.
Yeah, you got to put your name and your email address. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Participate with the show. Get VIP tickets. We're broadcasting live at the pool at Harris tomorrow. Kick off the NFL Sunday Splash. By the way,
that's if they get past you at the buffet table, Billy.
Let's give out the phone numbers, too. It's 609-573-3776. 609-573-3776 is the phone number if you want to chime in. Right now, Bob, we got a guy that we haven't heard from in a little while. I guess he's got his little depressed, a little upset. His Mets lost. Let's go to the phones and welcome in Jeff Bowe.
Yeah, I know. I congratulated you. I congratulated you. It was that, they got hot at the right time, and then they ran into a buzzsaw, which was the the Astros.
Well, that Jeff, this is Bob. That team's a great team.
But they could have won. I mean,
they could have, but we didn't have to.
I think they.
But they choked it away.
I was going to say, Bob, do you think?
I think the Astros are that good.
Let me ask you this question, guys. And Jeff, you can let Bobby go first. You go. Did the Astros win it or did the Phillies lose it?
I think the Astros won it.
Astros won it.
I think the Astros won it. What do you think, Jeff?
The Astros won it.
All right, okay.
So
Astros won it.
Hey, Jeff, one thing I have to say to you, though, because, we see you in the parking lot and whatnot there at Playland.
Breaking up fights.
Breaking up. In fact, you should have the referee jersey on. But anyway.
Jeff can borrow it anytime he wants. How about that?
But I got to say, Jeff, and Billy and I say this, the Mets seem like they always choke. We always tell you that at the end of the season.
Be a Phillies fan, Jeff Bo. Just
come
on, man.
You got to change your collars, dude.
No. Once that you can't take it out of the city. It is what it is.
The best thing about
my family has been Giants and way back. They were Giants fans and Dodgers fans, and when they beat Seat went west. You just don't, go to the dark side. So they just waited. And then the Metropolitans opened up, and as much as they stunk, they lost over 104 games.
Yes, they did.
And they don't play 162. They only played 120. So I think they only won like 22 games that first year.
The Metropolitan.
But Jeff, I got good news for you. Okay. The good news is that Aaron Judge is going to be a Met next year.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I agree.
They're going to lose DeGrom.
Absolutely agree.
You're probably losing DeGrom, but
lose DeGrom.
Yeah, that I can't. I hated when Syndergaard left.
Thor.
Yeah, but that worked out pretty well because Syndergaard can only pitch 3 innings at a time now. So
he left the Phillies.
All right, Jeff. Listen, man, we enjoyed a phone call. We'll look to see you soon, man. I still owe you a lunch. We have to take you down to Blitz's or get you down to Rendazzo's.
Or maybe Jeff should come out in 2 weeks when we're back at yesterday's tomorrow morning.
Oh,
there you go, Jeff.
There you go, Jeff.
There you go. I can do that.
I'm here to bring people together. Okay, that's my job.
All right, Jeff. Thanks, buddy.
See you, Jeff. See you, man.
Jeff,
Mr. Met.
He's a loyal Mets.
You know what I like about the only thing I like about the Mets? I like that big apple in center field.
Yeah,
I like that part of the stadium, and I dig that. You know what I mean? We get.
I like the fact they kept it from the last stadium too.
That's what
when
I'm
they built the new thing. They didn't have to keep doing that.
No, they had. You have to. That's part
and
of
you
the
gotta
allure.
give credit for that.
Exactly. So I like that. We get the Liberty Bell. They get the apple. I like that.
609-403-0973 is the text board number. If you want to qualify for the VIP passes to the pool, we'll be broadcasting live at the pool tomorrow for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's a great time down there, and the temperature's always 82.
Make sure you beat my brother to the buffet table. You won't be anything left.
609-403-0973 is the text board. And also, let's open up the phone line.
What's the phone?
609-573-3776 if you want to chime in and talk a little sports with us. Got Bebop in the studio, and we're beating him up. Josh is the referee. All right, the second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay's award-winning private golf course. We are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. Of course, they do weddings really well there, Bob. That's where they specialize in doing.
I've been to a few there, Bill.
Picturesque.
Awesome.
And the food is unbelievable. They get that award-winning culinary banquet staff. They customize your menus. They can seat up to 275 people. So for more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. When you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for me. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800 or visit them online anytime at MOTML.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Here's Maxey with a step-back three on Grimes and got again. Maxey filling it up.
It's Sixers Hawks tonight. Coverage begins at 7:30. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey, 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan, again and again. Call Lenigan, again and again.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or Red'sJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
With approved GMF financing, excludes Corvette. See dealer for details.
When we say nobody beats Bennett, we mean it. Because while most dealers are charging thousands over sticker, Bennett is selling most new models at GM supplier employee pricing. Yes, during Black Friday, you pay what our supplier employees pay, not a penny more. While other dealers are still charging way over sticker, Bennett is still saving you thousands with GM supplier employee pricing during our Black Friday event. You'll save even more with rates as low as 2.99%. Yes, 2.99%. Looking for pre-owned? Bennett's got them. And we're paying an unbelievable $7,000 for the worst clunkers on the planet towards any pre-owned in stock. No joke. That's a guaranteed $7,000 for total junk. Just imagine how much we'll pay for a good trade. Bennett Chevrolet, where our sales team is paid not on how much you spend, but how satisfied you are. Imagine that. It's true. And that's why we say there's no beating Bennett. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
Why would someone looking for a mortgage at the Jersey Shore take a loan from a company in Detroit or North Carolina or some other far-off place? Online mortgages promise a lot, but don't always deliver. First Bank of Sea Isle City knows the Jersey Shore. We are local lenders. We use local appraisers and provide in-house processing. We understand the unique obstacles of financing in Cape May County. Don't take a chance. Local banking is better. Let us guide you. First Bank of Sea Isle City.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. 609-403-0973 is the text board number if you want to win the VIP tickets to the NFL Sunday Splash at Harris. It's a great place to be. The food's awesome. 30 big screen TVs, 2 gigantic, enormous screens on either end of the pool. Catch all the NFL Sunday headquarters, Bob.
That's it. I'm going to be there, I think, next week.
We're yesterday's.
Well, I mean the following week.
Okay. Hey, Bob, we got another phone caller. I'm going to get into this one. This is one of our good friends. But remember, he was Jimmy. Remember we had our street hockey team and everybody, Jimmy Watson. He was Jimmy Watson, right? Di Maria was Bill Barber, right? Let's go to the Maserati Mainline Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room a good friend of ours, Commissioner of the
Councilman
Councilman Lou Capelli. What's up,
Hey
Louis?
guys, how are you?
Drop the gat, Louis.
Drop the gat, Louis.
I'm calling in to do something I never do. And that
Stick
is
up for
agree
Bobby?
with Bobby.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah, I have to agree with him.
Lou, you need to do a
When
little
it
bit
comes
more
to
of that.
76ers.
All right, tell me what
When
your
it
thoughts
comes
on the
to
76ers. Go ahead.
I tell you what they remind me of. Do you remember how the Phillies were playing in May and early June?
Yeah.
Before they fired Girardi. That's how the Sixers are playing right now, and I think that's what the team needs. It needs a new coach. These guys are not playing for this coach. There is a clear lack of effort. It's not like there's a bunch of new guys that just came together and started playing together. Like, this is just unspeakable and inexcusable the way they're playing, and I think it comes down to leadership.
Well, Lou, I mean, I agree with that. I'm not far from that. I just think it's early for people start panicking like this team. I don't think this team's a championship team, but that's what makes sports fun. You never know.
Yeah, but it comes down to home court advantage. It always does. And these losses,
Exactly.
now, even if they go on a hot streak and do well, are going to cost them at the end of the year.
They're going to get too far behind too quickly.
Don't give up these games.
Yeah, you got it.
They are. They really are.
You're agreeing with Bobby, Lou?
Hey, Lou, let me ask you a question. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on Embiid.
He's a different player this year. I loved him last year. And apparently he was injured all summer, so I guess to some extent we have to cut him a break. But his play is, even the other night when they won and he was declaring he's back, he needs to be back for several more games before I think he's back.
Exactly.
He
Human
does
mop.
not seem to be the player he was last year.
The human mop, Lou.
If I can just
That's
toss
right.
a question out to everybody, and we'll start with Lou, and then I'll get Billy and Bobby to answer this question. Why do we assume that if we fire Doc Rivers, it will make a difference? Like, why? What is it about Sam Cassell or Dave Yeager? Like, what guarantee do we have, or inkling or hint that we have that a coaching staff that has bad body language on the bench, like the players, if you get rid of Doc, that they're automatically going to make a difference?
Go ahead, Lou.
I guess there are no guarantees. Absolutely no guarantees on that. But if we keep going the way we're going, this is not going to be a good year. So
Well,
I think you have to make the change.
Yeah, let me take
And
it.
it depends on who you bring in, right?
Well, if you fire a coach in the season, you're usually promoting from within.
Well,
So-
here's my take. It sends a message, Josh. It sends a message, clear message. You
'Cause
know what I
you can't get
mean?
rid of the
We're not
players.
playing around anymore. You guys got to get your act together. It sends a message, if nothing else.
And how about this, Bob? Maybe his message, Doc Rivers' message, is falling on deaf ears. He's not communicating properly. He's not getting his message across. And like you said, like when Girardi got fired, they were walking on eggshells. That team, they were afraid to make mistakes. They weren't loose. Maybe you get rid of Doc Rivers and the whole.
And Louis
complexion of
brings
the
up a
team
good
changes.
point. They got rid of Girardi.
But see,
right?
here I don't like that analogy because that was a special, unique situation. You go through history. There's only a handful of times where coaches have been fired and the team went on to be successful. It's the Phillies. It's Jack McKeon with the Marlins in 2003. Like, you could almost never point to football and basketball that working. Usually when you fire a guy in the off season, then you have the opportunity to build the culture, redevelop everything. Look at Tortorella with the Flyers.
Yeah.
The Flyers culture was dumpster fire bad last year. Tortorella came and had an entire offseason to change the culture, change the environment.
I'm Lou. I'm agreeing with you. I think he should be on borrowed time if things don't change or turn around real quickly. I'm with you. I've sided with Louis on this one.
All right.
Lou, see that 2 times in a row, Lou.
There we go. There's a first.
All right, Kapoopy. I'll see you later on tonight.
All right, Billy. See you later today. I just drove by the house. All
right, see you, Lou.
See you, Louis.
So the other day, now I've got my 7-year-old daughter full time, right? And the other day, the Sixers, I think it was Phillies were playing.
Play that Embiid thing. Give me that Embiid thing.
If you can pull that up for my daughter.
Yeah, I got it.
But Louis drove by my house and I had all my lights off downstairs because I had to take her up to bed.
Right.
But I don't want to miss if I happen to fall. I didn't fall asleep. I was watching the game upstairs. He texts me, goes, why are all your lights out?
He told you watching the game.
Here's my daughter.
This is
right, Bob?
great. This
so
is
I took
great.
her to the Sixers game and she she was cheering defense all game long. Even a 7-year-old knows that this team's not playing good defense. So I asked her who her favorite player is. Wait to hear this, Nick.
Eliza Grace, who is your favorite 76er?
Joel Embiid.
You know what I got to tell you? I'm hoping that he can turn this around. I really want to see. I like Embiid. I want to see him. You know what I think he needs? Sometimes less is more. Okay, put him in the low post and stay there.
Well, but you can't do that in today's NBA.
Changed, though.
You know what? I know. I was talking to a doctor friend of mine. We were at the Civic Center in Ocean City playing basketball yesterday, and he said, "Yeah, you know, nowadays it's all about the three and the layup.
But it doesn't have to be about the three either. See, here's the problem I have.
I don't want him shooting a three. I don't need him to shoot the three.
Well, you're never going to have that, so get over it. So here's the deal. You got to run, and I don't know why nobody does this.
Transition basketball?
A high post offense. You start Embiid at the top of the key on every possession, and you run up and down screens from the top of the key to the block across the baseline with him all game long. You're telling me that if you did that, if you moved him from the top of the key to the block, to the baseline, to the top of the three-point line and back down, if you had a movement offense based off of the high post, that this offense wouldn't be better?
I'm agreeing with you, Josh.
What's going on here?
They're using him the wrong way. I don't know that, and that could go back to the coach, right? I mean, he's using him the wrong way.
It's the coach, but it's also like, how many times, Billy, you and I talked about this before, okay?
Right.
How many times have we had to hear about how high of a basketball IQ James Harden has, right? I mean, Billy's been rolling his eyes for about a year now. Billy said it months ago, he's like, if I have to hear about Harden's high basketball IQ again, I can't take it anymore. Yeah, Billy's been screaming about this for months. So if Harden is so smart, and you know, Embiid is such a talent, and PJ Tucker is such a veteran.
Exactly.
And Phil and all the Tobias Harris is such a good basketball guy. And Doc is so smart. And Sam Cassell is so smart. And Dave Yeager is so smart. Are we just being lied to, guys? That everyone is really not that smart?
I'm with you, Josh. I don't like the way they're using them
here in the locker room. We got some really weird things. You're agreeing with Josh. You agree with Louie. What's going on here?
Billy, thoughts?
You know what I've been saying, Josh? Go out and play the game. They're missing their shots. The simple things in basketball. They're trying to make it, like they're professors or something.
Listen,
it's a basketball game.
Listen, keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Right? I mean, that's to me what you said makes clear sense. I don't want to see Embiid bringing the ball up the court. I want to see him. You know what I'm saying?
But he shouldn't have to either.
I know, but he does. I mean, he brings the ball up the court. What is that?
You guys mentioned in the last hour why, when Harden's in the game, you want him to push the ball up the court, right?
Does he push the ball up the court, Josh?
No.
He doesn't push the ball up the court.
Maxey's the only guy who pushes the ball up the court.
Transition basketball is huge.
All right.
Huge.
609-403-0973 is the text board.
You guys realize we spend most of this show and we only spent one segment talking about the Eagles?
Yeah, I know. We got to get.
You know why? And I'm going to tell you why real quick. Their schedule hasn't been that strong. I mean, if you think about it, hold
that thought. We're going to get to that on the other side because I have been arguing with people about this all week.
Okay, we'll get to it.
Hold that point. Hold that thought. Billy, let's tell us about who the second hour sponsor of the locker room is.
Josh, man, being a producer. Finally.
Listen.
And it's his last day as producer because Nick's coming in here. And all of a sudden, now you started to produce.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah, I'm only kidding.
He's got his referee. He do look good in the referee jersey. I got to tell you that.
It perfectly fits my biceps.
Josh,
and
you
my
missed your
shoulders.
opportunity. I think you could have been like a referee,
I think
wrestling referee. Or
no, you know what he looks like? He looks like strong arm John D'Amico. Remember that?
You should have been a referee or something, man.
Maybe I should have been in WWE.
You look good in the pinstripe over there.
Well, I'm like the special guest referee that shows up for WrestleMania.
Second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course. Enjoy fine dining experience, lively atmosphere in the pub. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, Radio, Ron Ralston, Ryan Owen, Kevin Kelly down there. Great guys. It's great to be a part of that. Just about everybody in our area knows about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. That's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, Josh Henning, 97.3 ESPN. So
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
Konecny trying to get to the net. Kirby shoots. He scores!
It's Flyers Senators later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN and listen live on the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
What if you could buy stock in pro athletes, like buying stock in companies, and make money doing it? That's Mojo. Founded by team owners and pro athletes like Alex Rodriguez, Mojo is the sports stock market where you can invest in any player on any team. Listen, if you like fantasy sports, you'll love Mojo. Say you bought Tom Brady stock when he was a rookie. You'd be up like over 4,000%. Kind of makes your stock portfolio look sick, right? Got an eye for rookies like Garrett Wilson or comeback candidates like Saquon Barkley. But their stock now, buy their stock now, why it's low. Sell high later and cash out. Cash in on your passion and download the Mojo app now. Visit the App Store and get your first player stock free. That's worth up to $10,000. And yes, it's free. Must be 21 or older in New Jersey to trade at Mojo. Have a gambling problem? Get help at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Why wait to save? Dell Technologies Black Friday event arrives early with select deals on top tech to power business productivity. The savings start now with up to 48% off performance business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Looking for the best place to hang out during Philly fever? Look no further. Maynard's Cafe in Margate is the place to be. Drink and food specials on football Sundays, surround sound for every Birds game. Try our legendary crab cakes or one of our famous sandwiches. Visit for lunch or dinner and stay for the fun-filled nightlife. DJs Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And live music every Friday and Saturday. There's always something exciting going on at Maynard's. Visit Maynard's today, your one-stop destination for fun in Margate.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
I broadcasted live from the Toms River Auto Group studio. Hey, Josh, can we get another hour in here? We're having too much fun.
I don't know how much you're going to pay me.
We're arguing. we're arguing more in here.
Money talks. Something else walks.
We're arguing more during the breaks than we do in the show.
But let's get to the point. First of all, we get to Bobby. Don't forget, text in 609-403-0973. Your chance to get VIP passes to join Billy Schwein in the locker room tomorrow at the pool at Harris for the NFL Splash. Text
Sunday
in
Splash.
NFL Sunday Splash. 609-403-0973. Now, Bobby, you bring up a point. I don't want to neglect it because it's a topic that's been brought up by a lot of people. So go ahead. Eagles schedule.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now. I mean, 8-0, great. We're on a roll. The team's good. Let's face it.
Colts
I mean,
stink, Packers stink.
but they
Titans I'm
haven't.
worried about.
They haven't played anybody, right?
Giants are
But
good.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Bears stink. Saints stink.
Relax, Billy. Okay, we're not asking what the schedule is coming up. Bobby's question was about who they've played so far.
Right.
Well, it was a statement. It wasn't a question. I said they haven't played
the
anybody.
Vikings have one loss this year to
And
the
it was
Eagles.
to us.
Right.
So
in the beginning of the year,
so statistically, in terms of records in the NFC, they have the second best record.
what was that? The second game of the season
Second
for us?
game of the year.
Okay.
24-7 we beat them.
Right.
Okay, the Cowboys are supposed to have one of the best defenses in the NFL, right?
Well, we made them.
And you scored 26 on them.
Right.
So is it that the Eagles beat two of the best teams in their conference, or is the conference as a whole down?
No, they beat two of the
No,
best teams
I
in the
think they
conference.
beat two of the best teams. But with that being said, the second game of the year, we already talked about the first 3 games of the season are like preseason games,
Right.
Because they don't have a preseason.
Right.
Anyway. They don't have
So
a,
that works for both.
Right.
Both
So
sides.
then you look at Dallas. Okay, offensively, we laid it on them. Right. Okay. The Eagles are that good, but like I said, they just haven't played 2 teams out of 8.
Bob, but Baldy just said you can't. Baldy said it earlier. You got to worry about the next game. You don't have to look down the road and
I just made a
I
statement.
don't. I know, but I don't like.
No, but it's a good point Bob brought up, because Billy, you mentioned earlier about how the media is saying. Well, Bobby's repeating something that a lot of people in the media have been saying. And by the way, let me tell you who the strongest strength of schedule is so far in the NFC.
Okay, this will be interesting.
You know who has the toughest schedule in the NFC?
In the
this year?
NFC?
Actually, it's the entire NFL, actually, if I correct it.
Is it
but-
in the NFC East team?
No, it's not an NFC East team.
Okay. Who's got I would say the Niners.
The Niners are actually near the bottom of the list.
Really?
The Niners have
What
an
do I know?
easier.
Packers.
The Niners, according
Packers?
to strength of schedule, have an easier record so far this year. than the
Really?
Packers. Packers are top 5.
There you go.
All right, just get to the chase. We got
The Detroit Lions.
Really?
The Detroit Lions opponents this year have a 65% winning percentage.
And Detroit's 2-6.
The second hardest schedule is the Cowboys. Third hardest
Wow.
schedule is the Cardinals. What do all 3 of those teams have in common?
They lost to the Eagles.
Thank you.
Listen, this is a little thing I wrote down. In 1980, our senior year, at this point in time in the season, the Sixers were 12-4, the Flyers were 13-1-2, and the Eagles were 9-1 in 1980.
Okay.
So we had the Phillies went all the way to the Super Bowl or to the World Series. Eagles look like they're on their way. I'm not saying they're going to make the Super Bowl, but it just reminds me of.
Oh, that leaves where the Sixers. So
Right.
that they
Well,
blow.
Bob-
They're blowing it.
Nah, it's still
Oh,
early.
with your,
Bob.
no, I'm talking about with your
Right, I
projection
know, I
thing
know.
there, right there.
Well, listen, 609-403-0973 is the text board. Send your name, your email address. Giving away free tickets to the pool.
It's an
Sunday
$80
Sunday
value.
Splash. That's an $80
Yeah, let's squeeze
value.
in a couple of the listeners here for you. Bob in Mays Landing says, my prediction for Monday night is Eagles win 31-17. So Bob's already given predictions.
Man,
here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Heineke actually does
Well,
pretty well against.
Well,
the
you're not going to be
Eagles.
with us tomorrow. You're not going to be with us tomorrow. What do you think? I'll write your name.
I think, like you say, you hope they don't look past it. We've talked about what the players pay attention to. I can't help but think we should stuff these guys. I mean, I literally don't think that they should get
Body bag game.
body bag bang. I'm
I'm
just
not going
saying.
to get away with that anymore.
Well, it's a Monday night. Listen, here, ready
Well,
for
they
this?
had that's what we did the Redskins on a Monday night, right?
Okay,
They
here's the
came to
thing, though.
win.
It's a Monday night game, national TV.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be freezing
It's gonna
cold.
be Eagle weather.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking like 35-14.
All right.
Okay.
I think the Eagles are going to put a show on. I
By the
really
way,
do.
tomorrow at the pool, Mike Carlin will be with us, and former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Clement. Dave
Nice.
Clement will be with us.
Nice
Dave's-
guy too. Real
Dave's great
He's
guy.
pumped up.
Really, Dave has really underrated football intelligence. Like, he's one of the people you ask a question to,
Yeah.
and he just gives these like explanations. And you know how many people I've run into, like Billy's had Dave Clement on, they'll be like,
Yeah.
man, that Dave Clement said fill in the blank, and I never thought of it like that
Right.
before. You know,
Well,
Yo,
he
he
was
has
the
a-
mainline. He went to mainland high school.
Yeah, he has a
Staying
real
out there.
successful training thing that he
Yep.
does. I know a couple of families that take their kids there. They love him. They
Yeah.
love him.
He's smart. Dave Clement with us tomorrow. Mike Carlin, Josh Henning will be producing.
Really
Nick
quick.
will be in the big chair tomorrow.
Speaking of producing, I gotta get to another text here because
go ahead.
people are listening. They want to join the conversation.
That's right.
Dan and EHT. So we were talking about Embiid earlier. His theory is that because Embiid didn't start playing basketball until he was 16, he doesn't understand how to move without the basketball well enough. He's not a good enough
point.
passer.
That's a great point.
Embiid's passion is soccer, not basketball. And Dan and EHT thinks that's what's holding him back.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. That's food for thought right there. I got to tell you, there's something to that.
Yeah,
I
there is,
would say
absolutely. 609-403-0973. Got a few minutes.
So he said he's not a
pure
pure basketball player.
Not a basketball junkie.
Well, he doesn't have the basketball IQ that we talk about. He doesn't know like how. But
I was told that James Harden had enough basketball IQ for everybody.
But here's the thing: when you're playing ice hockey, you gotta move the legs with it. When you don't have the puck, you gotta think about how to get open.
And you can't skate with your head down, right?
That's right.
Billy, really quick.
Lindros knows that.
I need a question for both of you. I need an answer. Who will have a better record by the end of the month? The Flyers or the Sixers?
I'm going to say the Flyers.
I'm going to say the Flyers.
How about that? How about you, Josh? What do
Think
you
about that. Just think about that statement.
And I'm
for
a
minute.
basketball guy, Josh. You know that.
You just said that a team that missed out on the biggest offseason acquisition in NHL history they could have had in Gaudreau.
Did you see him the other night?
We're talking about coaching. Right,
And-
this guy,
and
you
a
said
team-
it, Tortorella. The guy's a good coach. He gets through to his players.
But you know what the
He's
other thing is?
inspirational, Josh. We talked about
All
that.
right, real quick.
I don't know how inspirational.
Real
is being
quick
cursed
before we
a lot.
leave,
There you
dabbled in Giants. The coach out in Seattle, or Nick
Pete
Sirianni.
Carroll.
Pete Carroll. You
I think he changed the whole team around. He lost Wilson, and the team's doing well.
I say Sirianni.
I'm a Pete Carroll
so
guy.
far. Sirianni. What do you say?
I'm just going to be contrarian and say Brian Dable and ruin the conversation.
That's not what you said earlier, Josh.
No, I said the finalist should be Carroll, Sirianni, Dable. That's
All right, we're going to be at the pool at Harris tomorrow in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. Make sure you get down there. Thanks to the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sherapan, for checking in from Las Vegas. Brian Baldinger from the NFL Network. We love Baldy. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than
talking sports with this Schweiner.
I
blew
idiot.
it.
Nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow at the pool in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. Make sure you're there. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
It's the biggest party of the year, and it's bigger than ever. 99 Bottles is back Wednesday, November 23rd at the world-famous Maynard's in Margate. 99 bottles, 99 pairs of tickets, 99 winners. We'll have Eagles Club box seats for New Year's Day against the Saints, Sixers tickets, Flyers tickets, and more great tickets to sporting events, concerts, and shows from all over the area. Just listen every hour to the Sports Bash and Game Night for your cue to call. We'll enter 2 listeners per hour till Friday, November 18th. You must be present to win at Maynard's, 9306 Amherst Avenue in Margate on Wednesday, November 23rd to pick your bottle. 99 tickets, 99 winners at this year's 99 Bottles Party with the Sports Bash on 97.3 ESPN. Brought to you by the world-famous Maynard's, 9306 Amherst Avenue in Margate. It's going to be lit.